Ramos. Tyler Ramos. Tyler Ramos. Tyler Ramos.
Oh, here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on a roll, hey. And it's time to run it up, yeah, you know, yeah. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, yeah. On a roll, here we go, here we go. Here we go.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Frankie Candles live stream every single weekday right here at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB. I know the ATB crew is in the chat. You don't even have to show face. I saw you guys in there chatting before. Guys, we have an amazing show tonight. Lots of stuff to talk about. Bitcoin kind of really not doing anything too crazy. We'll touch on kind of what we were looking at yesterday, see what played out, what didn't play out. And I'm going to give you guys my basic sentiment. Are we feeling bearish, or does it look like we might actually turn around here? We're going to be talking about it. I'm going to let you guys know my general sentiment, long-term, medium-term, short-term, taking a look at Bitcoin, taking a look at all of those altcoins as we usually do. But guys, before we jump into it, don't forget, is Tony D in here? Tony D may not be in here, so let me just go ahead and grab this. Mods, Tyler, Rob the Crypto Snob. Guys, by the way, shout out to the mods. We got the best mods in the game. You guys know that. One of the mods, if you guys could do me a huge favor and go to the BitBoy Crypto live stream from this morning and grab the BitGet team link from that description and share it in chat. I'll try to do it here as well. But guys, we are doing the BitGet trading competition with the Bit Squad. And the CandleMafia is going to come in and join forces with the Bit Squad. And we're gonna rise everybody to victory in this BitGet trading competition. And what better time to start then fresh off a massive win of that Femex trading competition. One more time, shout out to everybody on the team for that Femex trading competition. We absolutely murdered it. Insane. Shout out to Paper Planes. Shout out to Sniper's Nightmare. Jonas. Shout out to everybody. Tony Soprano. Shout out to everybody who did really well in that competition. But now it's on to the next one, guys. Let's go ahead and crush this BitGet competition. We're going to join the Bit Squad. We're going to join the Bit Squad team here. Let me see if I can pull up our link here. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Por favor. Let's see. Streamed 1 day ago. Streamed 4 hours ago. What do we got here? Streamed. Let's see. Here we go. Here, 4 hours ago. There we go. Bada boom, bada bing. Sorry if you guys are hearing the live right now, but let me just grab this link. I bet the mods already have it. Yeah, there you go. There it is. Tony D popping in chat. Let's go, baby. Guys, click that link that Tony D and Rob the Crypto Snob just dropped in chat. I just want to make sure that it is the team link. But yeah, guys, click that link if you want to enter this trading competition. Like I said, we just crushed the Femex one. So if you missed out on that one and you kind of just you felt left out, go ahead and join this one. It's going to be super, super cool. We're going to make another channel in the Discord where we will be putting those setups and just chatting back and forth, giving the teammates a place to kind of come up with their master plan so we could absolutely mop the floor, guys. We are now the Candle Mops, not the Candle Mob. But yeah, guys, definitely check out that link. Gonna be super, super cool. I will be doing it as well alongside you guys. So let's crush this, right? Let's make Ben proud. Let's make Ben proud. Let's come in and pull our weight. But with all that being said, I really want to join, but I'm still too new. Jerry, listen, if you don't want to risk the money, then that is totally fine. I totally get it, and maybe you shouldn't in that case. But if you're just worried about your performance, just so you know, the winner will be selected by the top 10 performers on the team. So if you're afraid that you're going to drag the team down, you won't. It's just the 10 highest P&Ls will will put that's how the score is calculated, right? So top 10 P&Ls. So if you think you're going to pull us down, if you're not an experienced trader, don't worry about that. The people who are doing well will come to the top and pull the team up. But if you're not trading because you don't want to risk any money, then that's a different story. Maybe sit it out for this one and then catch the next one, guys. We're going to be doing these competitions all the time. Also, really, really excited to just give BitGet a try. It's an exchange that I don't have too much experience with, but I've been playing around with it. It's very, very cool. They have a lot of really cool features. One of them being that you can long and short the same coin on the same platform, which is super cool. So we're going to be checking that out as well. But with that being said, guys, we have an amazing show. That was the big update. Make sure you get in there. Registration ends on the 20th. So if you don't get in there and join by the 20th, you won't be able to. So definitely get in there ASAP. And with that being said, guys, we got a lot to talk about today. So we're going to go ahead and check chat. And I just want to address something. Shout out to everybody that was in the basement tonight or this morning. I appreciate you guys showing love in there. It's kind of hard to see the comments there. I could read some of them, but I did see a lot of really familiar names. So shout out to everybody showing support in the basement. But also, just to say, Big Game is my favorite today trade. All right, shout out. Let's go. Shout out to Sniper's Nightmare. But guys, I know there's something in our Discord. It says something about like a premium Discord with stars or something. I don't know what that is. But yeah, so just ignore that. Yeah, I don't. It must be a glitch. Must be a glitch with Discord. Not 100% sure what it is. But yeah, just ignore that, guys. Just ignore that. Yeah, anyway. But yeah, guys, let's go ahead and say what's up to chat before we break into the charts here and check out what's going on with Bitcoin. Who do we got in here? Joshua, what is going on, says, what's the minimum deposit? I'll be honest with you guys. I have to get more details. Tony or one of the mods, if you guys can maybe get that page and just kind of get some of the details and trickle it in through chat. Things were very hectic today. I tried to get more of the details, but the important thing is that if you go to the website to join the team, it should tell you the minimum deposit, I think. But yeah, more details are coming in. It was right after our Femex competition. We got a lot of stuff going on, so we're just trying to get it out there and get people on the team. But you should see when you click on the link, it should give you more of the details. You should be able to see everything happening there. But I will start bringing it up on stream as I get the information as well. Let's see who else we got in here. Accumula Matrix. What is going on? Frankie, can I be an official member of the squad? Shout out to you, man. Hey, bro, absolutely. Just go ahead and click that link that the mod put in the chat and join the team. You could definitely be on the squad. And if you're just asking to be in the Candle Mafia, bro, you're already part of it. Let's see. Dave Digital, shout out to you, man. Thank you for being in here. Always showing support. Says, have you ever seen Frankie Candle's calves in real life? If so, can you describe them in detail? If no, will you describe what you have dreamed they look like in great detail? I'm thinking big, beefy, veiny, throbbing calves. Shout out to Dave Digital. Slipstream, what is going on? Bada bing bong. Let's go. If you guys saw Dave Portnoy's video on Twitter about Sam Bankman-Fried, he kept saying, Sam bing bing bing. Dave Portnoy, if you're watching this, El Presidente, it's Sam bing bong, not Sam bing bing bing. Bing bong. Anyway, Bubba's Crypto, what's going on? Thank you for being here. Yeah, Tony D is on it. All the mods are absolutely savage. What's up, Candles? Optimo Supremo, what is going on? Thank you for being here. Chef Crypto, congrats to the Mafia. Absolute trading gangsters. Yeah, guys, we're making waves, guys. We're making waves. Let's see. Bubba's, what is going on, Bubba's? Thank you for being here. Jerry, what is going on? Thank you for being here. And Art, how you doing? Thank you for being here, bro. I appreciate all the support. Bud Lightyear, I think I saw you in the basement today. Thank you for showing support and being there for the basement. Appreciate you, bro. Monkey's Uncle, what's going on? Eric Ward, as always, happy to have you in here. Dude, what is going on? Dominic Street, or Dominic ST, what's going on? Yo, team, how do we enter the CIP Discord? CIP? Am I having a stroke? CIP. What is CIP? I might be slow. But anyway, Dominic, the free Discord link is in the description if that's what you're looking for. Alex O Crypto repping the Otter Gang. Shout out to you. I love how YouTube always thinks those otter emojis are bad. I always have to approve them. There we go. Again, here you go. Show. Bada boom. I love you, Frank. Such an inspiration. God bless. Alex O, I appreciate you, bro. Shout out to the Otter Gang. Let's go. Hey, love the TA. Jacob, what is going on, Jacob? Thank you for being here. Chemistry, bro. Basement Hang is super chill. Absolutely. Chemistry, bro. I saw you in there, bro. Lane Hughes in the chat. Let's get it. Lane, what's going on, bro? Wouldn't be a Frankie Candles live stream without Lane Hughes. Enzo Mining, I saw you in the basement as well. Tor, what is going on? Bing to the bong. Everybody smile. Said, I thought I saw SBF in my bathroom this morning, but I realized it was just a lookalike. So I flushed it. Shout out to everybody smile. I appreciate every single one of you guys. But without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and jump right into those charts because we got a lot to look at. Are we bullish or bearish, guys? Are we bullish or bearish? Let's see. The poll says we are leaning a little bit bearish. And I'm going to go ahead and let's see. Let me just read. I'm in the BitBay. In the BitBuy comp, the Bybit comp. Let's go. Shout out to you, man. I appreciate you, Graziano. But yeah, guys, are we bullish? Are we bearish? The poll I put up says that 63% of you guys are short and 37% of you guys are long. I'm gonna go ahead and try to give you guys some clarity on what I am thinking, give you the levels that I'm watching, and kind of what I'm expecting here in the long and the short term. So let's go ahead and turn our TA off and go ahead and start off on the weekly time frames. Now, guys, pretty interesting stuff here, right? One thing I am watching on the weekly time frame. Now, I do want to be very clear. This is not even printing yet. So take that for what it's worth. But what I am potentially looking out for here is we are getting pretty close to potentially looking to form another double green dot here. Right when this wave crosses that white line, we will likely print a double green dot right here. So we will have two double green dots on the weekly time frame, and that has marked the bottom in the past. Now, we did have one double green dot right here in 2018 that marked the bottom, but in 2014 we did, or 2014, 2015, we did get two double green dots on the weekly to mark the bottom, and it does look like we are getting close to printing that here, but that is actually very interesting for more reasons than one, right? Now, if you guys remember, if you've been watching the channel for a long time, you guys will know that kind of when we go over, I've gone over a few times on different streams talking about, you know, how I potentially see this bear market bottoming out. And one of those potential possibilities were a bullish divergence on the weekly time frame, which we are starting, right? This is not printing yet. This wave could come down even deeper than this one. It's not even printing, so I'm just saying it is looking like we could potentially, this is what I'm looking for, right? We have higher lows on our momentum waves on the weekly. We also have much lower lows now. This is a much clearer divergence now because we did somewhat have a divergence here. As you can see, you do have higher lows. It did print, it did confirm, and we did actually get a little bit of a move to the upside, but this is a much more intense divergence. So if we print a green dot here, even if that wave comes a little bit below that white line and does not come lower than this momentum wave, and we print that double green dot, we could be in for a nice bullish divergence on the weekly time frame, which would be a very, very rare bullish sign. And again, we did get it here, but it wasn't very strong. This is a much stronger divergence. So this could be, whether we come down lower, we'll have to see what happens. But we are starting to see that want to form. It's not printing yet, but it is looking like it could potentially happen. So this is just something I'm looking at on the weekly to potentially, if we print and confirm a giant weekly bullish divergence, that would be a very good reason to at least flip your macro sentiment for the short term, right? Because that would be a very, very bullish sign. So moving on here, 6-day yellow X is confirmed. 4 days and 2 hours to print another candle here. Yellow X on the 6th day, though, that is definitely more of a bearish look. Your 5-day red dot confirmed. Nothing too crazy there. Your 4-day blood diamond is confirmed. Higher time frames do still have some of those bearish signals. If you go to regular candles, yeah, see we have a blood diamond on the 3-day, on the 4-day, and on the 5-day. And yeah, that is definitely a little bit more bearish in my opinion, or just in general. But moving on here. Now, what were we talking about yesterday, guys? We were talking about the daily green dot, which we did actually confirm. And this is kind of what we were looking at for a potential move to the upside. And I'm not going to lie. We printed that green dot and confirmed it yesterday. And I'm not going to lie, guys. The 1 hour and the 90-minute actually were looking not too bad, right? And we're going to talk about kind of what we were looking at yesterday. But with this 1 hour, right? This 1 hour did not look bad. Money flow was actually coming to the upside, looking to flip over into the green, and you see this little green trigger wave. You can actually barely see it. You see that little green dot right there. Typically, those can bring us up, in the... They can actually give us pretty big moves, right? So that was one thing I was watching. Money flow coming up into the green, as well as having that trigger wave was kind of like, hey, daily green dot, 1 hour green dot with the money flow coming up very, very nicely. Could be a potential sign that we could come to the upside. And then that 90-minute as well, guys. That 90-minute was also coming up with the money flow. So that typically when the 90-minute money flow does come up with a green dot on the daily, sometimes we do get a massive move. However, obviously, we did get a little pop up here off of this little trigger wave. As you can see, let's just measure that real quick from wick to wick. We did come up at 1%, right? So we did come up. It just wasn't that move you were expecting. Again, those trigger waves do give us a move to the down. Will give us a decent move to the upside or downside, depending on where if it's a red dot or a green dot. But obviously, we didn't really see it play out much. But we're gonna pull up the Discord in a second and just kind of show you guys why I didn't think we would hold it. I guess we could just pull it up. I guess we could just pull it up right now. All right. So let's go ahead. What is this? This is the trading. Shout out to anybody who's not in this Discord, guys. Get in there. I pop in here. I hang out in the trading Discord. And if I don't have time to come in the trading Discord, I am definitely hanging out over here. Ignore these, guys. Ignore these. I don't know what those are. Those randomly, I think Discord put those in there. I don't know how they knew what my name was. But anyway, I am definitely hanging out in here, putting in that TA, guys. Taking a look here at kind of what we were looking at yesterday at 10:34 p.m. I said right now things are very interesting, right? Because yesterday we were getting some mixed signals. Let's just go over it, right? We are holding support on the POC at 16,781. If we can hold our heads above water here, we may be able to get a move up short term. Money flow in the 90-minute and the 1 hour looks good, looks pretty good to be honest. Also, a very nice trigger wave on the 1 hour, which can sometimes give us a nice move. However, higher hourly time frames look like they want to cool off. We are also starting to form a bear pennant, which we're going to take a look at in a second, on the 4-hour with a scary technical target of about 12K. Remember, the higher time frames are still looking pretty bearish. Always remember the environment you are trading in. And then we did put a picture of this 4-hour bear pennant that we will take a look at in a second. And then just put some levels in here as well. But then I said, if we do get a move up, things could get interesting pretty fast. Take note of where the volume is. Levels to the downside remain the same. The key level to watch is 15,420. But yeah, and we'll take a look at these levels as well. But you could see we were kind of hanging out on this POC. But if we broke above at this POC, we did have somewhat of a volume gap almost all the way up to here, which is coming in at 19,149. So I was just, with the money flow on the 1 hour and the 90-minute with the daily green dot, there was a chance we could come up there, especially because we had the SPY get such a big move. I was expecting potentially to have Bitcoin kind of follow suit with the SPY, but that's not what we saw happen. And then I did put in shortly after, I said, I don't want to come off too bullish here. My general sentiment remains bearish at the moment. Just watch out for a potential short-term retrace. The lower time frames look like they might want to make a move. So kind of mixed signals there, right? Like the lower time frames look pretty decent with the daily green dot. Yeah, with the daily green dot, we were expecting to potentially get that move to the upside, but we didn't get it, and basically the reason for that was kind of this bear pennant, right? This bear pennant here, guys, is, this is a pretty bearish look, right? If this actually does wind up playing out, doesn't mean it 100% is going to play out. But typically, when you have this bearish consolidation like this, these do break to the downside way more than they break to the upside. So this was making me remain bearish. Now, also, just working our way back down the time frames before we kind of cover those key levels to watch. Daily green dot still intact here. VWAP kind of hanging out there. Money flow kind of coming up there a little bit. But as we work our way down here, guys, this 16-hour does not look too great. Money flow coming out pretty aggressively. VWAP coming towards that 0 line. Looking to print a red dot. 12-hour as well. Money flow coming out. Looking to print that red dot, on your 12-hour as well. 8-hour red dot is confirmed. And now your 6-hour blood diamond has confirmed, guys. We were talking about that. Did I put this in the Discord earlier? I may have put this in the trading channel. I might have mentioned it. But we did print this blood diamond on the 6-hour. This is a pretty bearish sign. See, last time, yeah, I mean, they don't always play out 100% here. Wow. Not too common of a Yeah, when was the last time? Yeah, see, these blood diamonds wound up bringing us down pretty, these were foreshadowing a very large move down. But you could see you don't just want to trade based off of these signals because you see this one did not play out very much. This one played out beautifully. This one played out beautifully. This one played out beautiful. This one, not so much, right? So they definitely have a hit rate, hits nice. They definitely play out more often than they don't, but nothing's 100%, right? Blood diamond, boom. Blood diamond, boom. Blood diamond, boom. Right? But, it doesn't mean that they're going to play out 100% of the time. Blood diamond, fake pump, boom. Blood diamond, you did come down. This one didn't play out really that much. This one didn't play out much. So, they're not 100%, but it is a pretty bearish sign. The 6 hours is a pretty decent time frame to get one of these blood diamonds, especially as we reject that point of control. So with that being said, this is kind of making me lean a little bit more bearish. We have a bearish pattern, a bearish continuation pattern, right? Big move down, bearish consolidation typically leads to a bearish continuation. And as you work your way to the apex of that pattern, typically the closer you get into the tip of the pattern, the closer you get to breaking out. And when you start printing that blood diamond at the tip of that pattern, sometimes this could be the thing that breaks us, or this potentially could be the thing that, breaks us down out of this bear pennant. So that is one thing to watch. Now, this does have a technical breakout target of about 12K, which is pretty scary. Doesn't mean it would be an immediate move to 12K, but it eventually would move its way down there, if the measured move winds up playing out. So that does have me feeling a little bit more bearish. And again, yesterday, guys, we were kind of just talking, right, as we were coming up here, saying, right, and I think the 4-hour at this point was, this was kind of what we were looking at yesterday, right? The 4-hour red dot was likely going to bring us down here, and we were just kind of got to the top of this pattern, right? You come up, you come down. You touch the bottom, you come to the top. You come to the bottom, you come to the top. So it's likely we were going to come to the bottom, and now we're starting to move our way back up to the top. So it looks like we're just kind of consolidating here, waiting for a resolution to come to this bear pennant and see if this thing's going to break down. Yeah, so moving on, I do want to show you guys the key levels that I'm looking at, and basically they remain the same, right? They basically remain the same. Major level I'm looking at is this point of control. No, I did not want to delete that spider line. I wanted to delete that. Now, major level I'm looking at is that point of control coming in at 16,779, 16,780. This is the level, right? If we can break above this level, right, that green dot on the daily is still in play. If we could hop up here and hold the POC as support, we could potentially get a move to the upside, targeting higher up towards that value area high at about 17,962. And I'm just going to show you guys just the general levels I'm looking at because we do have some interesting stuff going on still. 6-hour blood diamond. Doesn't mean it's guaranteed going to play out. However, the green dot on the daily is kind of contradictive here. And now we're getting a little bit of a move to the upside. We're holding this local golden pocket. So, I'm going to kind of demystify some of this for you guys. I'm going to pull up the VPVR real quick. Let's pull it up. Where's it at? There we go. Now, if you look at the volume here, guys, this is kind of what I was talking about in the Discord last night. If we break this POC, right, we get up on top of this POC and we hold it. If we break about, I would say 1760, 1770, we could get a quick move up to about 17.3. And we would likely work our way up towards the value area high. And you could see that, right? We have a huge high volume node right here. And, if we get above that, we could fire through this gap, hitting our next value area high, which is coming in at 17,962. And then if we could get out of this blue box and pop up through this blue box, flip it to support, we could get another quick move up to this macro point of control, which is getting closer to about 19,149. And then you don't want to forget, you also have your 786 as well as an extremely high volume node up here, and that is coming in at about 20,200, right? So I'm not saying we're going to rip up to 20,200, but I just want to say, if we do get a move up, these are the levels I'm looking for, and here's the volume you should be watching, right? So these are the major levels I'm watching to the upside, but again, you want to remember, I am leaning bearish. Doesn't mean I can't be wrong, guys. Everything can, again, mixed signals, but even if everything was looking mega bearish, you could still get random moves to the upside. So you want to be prepared in either direction, but I am still leaning bearish because of that 6-hour blood diamond, especially because it's confirmed, and then especially because of this bear pennant that we're forming is obviously a bearish pattern. But then, the green dot on the daily is a little bit more bullish. But I am still leaning bearish. Because of the mixed signals, I just want to give you guys the targets to the upside. Now, if we see the 6-hour blood diamond break us out of this bear pennant, what levels am I looking at? And this is where things get a little bit hairy. And then we'll move into the micro time frames to show you guys the super local levels I'm watching. But if we do start to break out, I'm actually going to pull up that auto. If you guys did not check out the video on these auto patterns, super, super cool feature in TradingView that they updated and it actually works now. Super cool. If you type in bearish or you click on the bearish pennant, you could see it is right here. It pulls it for you. It's not perfect, but it kind of just highlights the bear pennants for you. So if this does break to the downside, guys, what levels am I looking at? Main level I'm looking at is going to be the bottom of this blue box or this purple line at about 15,420. If we lose 15,420, and, more specifically, if we lose this spider line at about 15.2, low volume, right? We got it right here. Low volume, essentially between this spider line and this macro value area low at about $14,408. So if we break this spider line, probably going to be a quick move down there. 15,420 is the level. Actually, I would say about 15,200 is the major level we're looking to hold. So if we do get that breakdown and we break through this, spider line, likely to come into the 14,000s, which is kind of just right on time with the 12 to 14K range, right? It's not that much of a shock. Not saying that we 100% knew we were going to go down there, but we've been talking about that range forever. If things get bearish and we break our our macro 786, which was where we bounced, right about here at about 17.5. We were saying if we break this level, probably going to start working our way down to that 14 to 12K range. And the fact that we actually came down and are now forming a bearish pattern, it's kind of all lining up. Doesn't mean it's 100% going to happen, but it is kind of all lining up perfectly. So with that being said, those are the levels I'm watching. Still leaning a little bit bearish. I'm curious to see where this daily green dot brings us. We also have in the short term, we have the 4 hour starting to roll back up with your VWAP. 3 hour looking to print that green dot here pretty soon. Your 2 hour is printing a green dot, and then your 1 hour obviously has that confirmed green dot as your money flow is working back over to flip into the green. So now zooming into the micro time frames, you can see here as we get this move to the upside, you can see we came up, held the local golden pocket as support, and then we got this nice little trigger wave on the 12-minute, and now we are getting a nice move up to this POC, which is going to be your next level of resistance at about 16,779. And just to point out here, guys, look at all these green dots down here. You did actually get a bullish divergence here as well, right as you tap that 786. Like I said, was super, super busy today. Didn't have a chance to really be sitting on the charts consistently, but you did get a nice bearish divergence right into that 786 level with your momentum waves making higher lows, giving you that bear div, and it would have been a nice little trade there, guys. I wish I had time today to be staring at the charts. I mean, even if you got in here, you could have been riding this up for a nice little 2% move. Could have set your stop loss right below that 786. Would have been a beautiful little trade there. Obviously, I didn't catch it, but again, just kind of what we teach on the channel. Divergences, key levels, volume profiles are some of the most powerful trading tools and signals you can use. Bear div right in that key level. Boom. Get that move up, and then you're targeting that POC, using the volume profile to get that next likely level of resistance. Would have played out perfectly. I would have taken profit right before that POC. Would have worked out nicely. But that money flow on the 12-minute actually does look pretty good. 15-minute actually coming up pretty aggressively as well. I'd like to see, and your VWAP on the 4 hour. So that's your bull case here right now, guys. Bull case would be your lower time frame money flow. Like this looks beautiful, beautiful curvature to the upside with a nice little trigger wave. 15-minute starting to work its way up, aggressively curving back to the upside as well. If you get this crossover into the green on these lower time frames with your 4 hour green dot printing, could be time for a move to the upside. And I'm not saying that, that move to the upside, might not be the biggest thing in the world. You want to remember we're in a bear market, it might just push us up into here. We'll have to see what happens, guys. We'll have to see what happens. Again, the higher time frames look bearish, but they take time to play out, right? The lower time frames could potentially, get a move back to the upside here. Looking at that 4 hour green dot with the lower time frames having the money flow crossover into the green is the main thing that I am looking at here. Let me pull up chat here. Boom, there we go. All right, let's see. What do we got? Beautiful curvature. Let's go. Shout out to everybody. Smiles. Let's see. Short or long then? I'll be honest, right? I took the last of my profits on my long this morning. I took my profits on my longs before this move to the downside. But that long was in profit for a very long time. I had profit locked in. My stop loss was at my entry, and then I saw we were going to get a move down, so I figured I would just cut my losses. I'm still in my short right now, so I'm holding my short, right? I'm going to hold my short. This is a bear. The bear signs are here, right? If I get stopped out, I get stopped out. Dump it. I want lower prices. Yes, Vince, I am in a trade right now. Let me see if I can pull it up here. Let's see. Boom. Just give me 1 sec. Bada boom, bada bing. There we go. Okay. Hopefully I don't show any seed phrases. I'm just kidding, guys. So up 68% here at the moment. I'm going to hold this. Again, I'm going to hold this. Actually, with the way things are looking right now, might not be a bad time to at least lock in some profits. I would say, I am leaning bearish. 30-minute blood diamond confirmed. Obviously, we are getting that pump up, but, could be a fake out. So, yeah, I am leaning bearish, but again, there are bullish signals popping up on the charts here. So, lower time frames. Again, 12-minute. 15-minute money flow crossover into the green with your 4-hour green dot, with your 3-hour green dot, and your 6-hour green, your 5-hour green dot. When these print, if you have that lower time frames, having the money come back into the green with your money flow, that's kind of where I would look for a move to the upside. If we do get that move to the upside, the first place I would be looking to take profits. Let's see. Let's just pull a little bit of a local golden pocket from the high to the low. Bada boom, right? Might be a nice place to take profits at about 17.2. If you turn on that VPVR, we could see if there's any volume there. If you get some confluence. Golden pocket, you do have a little spike in volume here, right? So you might hop up, shoot through this little gap right here, and you might stop off right at this local golden pocket. So that first, if you were, with all transparency, I am not taking this trade. I'm not taking this trade, but you never know. You could get that move to the upside. If I were to long the support off of this golden pocket, first of all, your entry, we just went over. The best entry would have been this local, bull div printing on the 12-minute. That would have been a much better entry. At this point, I'm not longing the top of these green candles. I would wait for a retrace. However, if you were to get in on that bull div, maybe your stop loss is below that 786. You get in on this bullish divergence. You get that move up. You're already in profit. But coming up to a higher time frame, I would maybe target this just before this local golden pocket to take some profits if you are in a long. I'm not telling you too long. I'm just going to hold my short. I'm holding my short, and I'm going to wait for an entry. I wish I saw this entry. I will say this. I would have taken that trade. I would have taken this trade if I saw that entry, but I just wasn't sitting on the charts. So if you do find an entry and you get into a long, I would look to potentially take some profit here at that local golden pocket at about $17,200. So there you go. There's the key levels with a little bit of sauce on if you're in a long or, if you're looking to get into a long. Not saying this is the best entry, but if you find an entry, that might be a good place to start taking profits. TP1, $17,200 about. You want to take profits just before that resistance. So $17,200 for a TP1. And then, your second take profit could bring you up here to your 786 at about 17,550. Might want to take a little bit more profits up there. And then your last TP, maybe that value area high at about 17,954. If the long plays out, guys. If it plays out. You never know. But with that being said, I'm going to stop saying that, guys. I got to try to stop saying that. But let's see. Hashtag value, Bubba's Crypto. Shout out to you, man. I appreciate you. Corn loves you too, Eric. Corn the short way. Let's go. Shout out. Do XRP possible bottom prices? Yes. Corn, was that you in the basement asking me if I thought that that XRP bottomed? Yeah, we'll definitely take a look at that for sure. We're going to take a look at some apocalyptic bottoms if we do come lower. We'll look at some scary prices just for fun. Nomad Dad says, honk that like button with your honkers. Honk, honk. Let's go. Shout out to Nomad Dad. I don't know why I'm like this, guys. 896 people in here. I appreciate every single one of you guys for tuning in. 272 likes. Let's run it up. We're going for 900 likes. If we get 900 likes, we'll throw some extra giveaways in there. We won't even spin the wheel. We'll just fast forward to the giveaways. 900 likes. I'll add a ledger. To those giveaways because I know you guys are looking for those ledgers right now. No better time to start putting your money in cold storage than right now. So if you want more giveaways, more free crypto, more ledgers, maybe a hat or two, get us to 900 likes, and we will add to the giveaway because we're already giving away a bunch of stuff because we skipped our giveaway last week because I couldn't go live. So we're giving away a lot of stuff this week. So smash that like button if you want it to be the craziest giveaway we've ever done. Let's see. We love you just the way you are. Tor says we love you just the way you are. Your dad. I'm dad. I'm the candle dad, aren't I? Shout out to Tor. I love the Ronald McDonald profile picture. Absolutely hilarious. 901 people in here, guys. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Now we have a perfect amount of people to get us to 900 likes. So if you haven't already, put your finger on that like button. Move your mouse over that like button. And 1, 2, 3, everybody click it at the same time. like button. Let's see if we can get that thing to glitch up to 500 in 1 second. All right, guys, let's continue on with the TT. I almost said the TT. Guys, let's continue on with the TT. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on with this TA. Now you guys have the local levels with potential targets to the upside if we do get that move up. And now you have the crucial levels we must hold to the downside in case this bear pennant does play out. And if it does play out, that short is going to pay very well. But moving on here, I do want to take a look at the SPY. Another thing that is kind of making me lean a little bit bearish. Now, with all, I don't know what I'm trying to say. But you guys will know, we've been looking at this on the SPY for a couple days now, and that is the 4-hour bearish divergence that is now confirmed. You can see that by our higher highs into our key level of resistance with our lower highs on our momentum waves, giving us that open alligator mouth, which we know typically pukes out purple candles. And you can see, right? We put this here yesterday. Because I was like, listen, this is a 4-hour bear div. It is likely that we're going to come down here. And we did. We came down a little bit. We're not all the way down here yet. But this bear div has been playing out, right? This is what we expected. And looking for some support. First off, at this local golden pocket at 392, and then, eventually potentially making our way down to 390 if this plays out in a big way. And this was another thing. 4-hour bear div on the SPY was another thing that was kind of making me lean a little bit bearish on Bitcoin. But we saw the SPY get a massive rip to the upside, and Bitcoin just didn't do anything. So if the SPY winds up dumping off of this 4-hour bear div, is Bitcoin just going to hang out? It potentially could. It's interesting to see Bitcoin kind of move away from being so tightly tied to the SPY and the DXY. It's kind of been doing its own thing, which is very interesting. But I think really what happened here was the SPY got the move up, and then the SPY got the move up, but Bitcoin was kind of getting suppressed by the FTX. I want to say FUD, but it was definitely real bearish news. So maybe Bitcoin was just kind of held down by that bearish news. People are a little bit scared. So definitely possible. Take that with a grain of salt. But now that this is starting to cool off, does make me lean a little bit more bearish on Bitcoin. Thank you for the super chat. Shout out to Hannah King. Thank you so much. Says, hey, Frankie, can you look at Matic? Yeah, Matic and XRP will be the first things we take a look at. Captain Kirk in the chat. Captain, how are you doing? Thank you for being here. We love you, Cap. Thank you for being here. We miss you when you're not here. Shout out to Captain Kirk. Shout out to all our mods, guys. We got the best mods in the game. But moving on here, SPY looking to potentially continue to cool off here. And then the DXY, again. DXY, we came down, tapped our level of support, and we're kind of just hanging out here. Kind of creating bullish divergence on the 4-hour. But again, Bitcoin has not really been as tightly tied to the DXY recently. So maybe not really taking this too much into account at this time. But, I do just like to check in on the DXY. 1 hour, not too much to really see here other than the DXY is losing strength. It does look like this thing has lost a decent bit of strength here on the higher time frames. We did get those daily blood diamonds, which were making us expect this move down. Shout out to whoever was looking, asking about the blood diamonds. You could see blood diamond dump, blood diamond dump. So this is kind of, this is just showing us that the DXY has lost this ascending channel and has, completely just, broken down here. So very interesting. But I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it, guys. Now that we've gone over that, hey, we're at an hour exactly, guys. So if you want to see your altcoins, I'm going to start off with the King alt, but we're going to take a look at XRP and Matic. And we're going to take a look at XRP and Matic real quick. And then if you guys want to see your altcoins, go ahead and throw them in chat. The mods will make a list, and I'll start taking a look at them. But we're going to start off. Yeah, Soul TA we'll take a look at as well. Let's see. Lane says, just what you said there is why I am considering trading other markets alongside crypto, just because I've waited literal months for that DXY to break down, and we've had nothing because of it. Yeah, shout out to Lane. Yeah, could not agree with you anymore. Makes you think that a lot of these alts are essentially popped up with really bad money or propped up with really bad money. Bitcoin is the best, and it's the first time in a year I have ever understood the Maxi's points. They are sketchy. And with that being I didn't even make sense to say that there. But now that you mention that, I will say this. I was actually talking to somebody. I was at my family's house, and I was talking to a cousin, and they're super into crypto, and they're a Bitcoin maxi, and I want to be clear. Like, I don't use the term Bitcoin maxi as a derogatory term. I just use the term Bitcoin maxi as someone who doesn't really invest in anything other than Bitcoin, or they think Bitcoin's the best. I don't know a lot of people use that as like a derogatory term. I just mean it for someone who loves Bitcoin and hates everything else. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. But I do just want to say, I just stuck the microphone in my mouth. I do just want to say, I was talking to them, and listen, in my opinion, the disagreements that I have with Bitcoin maxis is that they leave a ton of opportunity on the table. Like, they're missing out on money. If I only invested all my money in Bitcoin this past cycle, I would have made so much less money than I actually made. And a lot of these maxis will tell you, like, yeah, but you're just picking up nickels in front of a freight train, or whatever that saying is. But not really. It's like you're running across the tracks to grab a giant bag of money, and the train is 100 miles away. So it's just like, I'm not long-term investing in this stuff, right? Obviously we're traders on this channel, but they just leave a lot of opportunity on the table. Like, I made way more money on ETH than I would have made on Bitcoin. I made a lot more money on Cardano than I would have made on Bitcoin, just because of the nature of the smaller market caps and the bigger gains, right? So that's my disagreements with the Bitcoin maxis. But what I realized is their argument is more for the fact that Bitcoin is the most decentralized money. So that's a totally different argument. For me, I just disagree with maxis because they leave opportunity on the table. You guys are missing out on money. That's a fact. I can promise you're missing out on money. Now, the maxis that got into Bitcoin way back in the day, they don't really have a reason to get into altcoins because they got into Bitcoin super early. But the new Bitcoin maxis, you can believe in Bitcoin and call Bitcoin the best money, or the most secure, decentralized money. But you can't argue that you're leaving opportunity on the table. If you take all your money and put it into Bitcoin and try to tell me that you made more money doing that than you would have if you invested in altcoins, as long as you're not investing in complete garbage, that's just never going to be the case, right? So, I'm an opportunist. I see an opportunity. I take it. I don't care if it's the biggest garbage coin in the world. If the chart looks good, I'm going to exploit that for financial gains. I don't hate it. I don't date it. I just trade it. Even if I'm holding that trade for a year. Right? I'm not looking to hold this as a retirement account, right? Stop losses, risk management, right? Like, I think these people who are obsessed with Bitcoin and not investing in anything else are forgetting that you can buy something, watch it go up, and then sell it before it collapses. But anyway, that's a separate rant. I kind of get it, right? Like, when you argue, when you try to argue with a Bitcoin maxi about how Bitcoin is not the best money, it's kind of hard to argue with them, right? They have good points in that aspect, but, I invest in Bitcoin. I got a decent bag of Bitcoin. I believe in Bitcoin as well. I agree with a lot of the maxi argument, but I'm just not going to miss out on the gains of these other opportunities. That's all. To me, that's just like, I don't know why you would do that. Anyway, my boy is a hustler by blood. Shout out to you, Nicholas. Let's see. Bada boom, bada boom, bada boo. Let's see. This is why the mafia is king. Yeah, shout out. It is interesting though, because I talking to someone who's like really, really just like super, this was the first conversation I had with someone who was extremely pro Bitcoin. And like, they don't really want, like, that's the thing is, like, I would never argue, like, I'm not really trying to argue that, yeah, it's hard to argue their point on a technological level, right? But to me, I just exploit the opportunities. That's all. But if you're looking to long-term invest and hold it for a very long time, like, you're definitely like I tell people to weigh their portfolio heavily in Bitcoin, right? Like, that's for a reason. It's because Bitcoin is, Bitcoin's Bitcoin. So yeah, very eye-opening because I don't really talk to that many Bitcoin maxis. So it was very interesting to like kind of hear their point of view. And I'm like, yeah, like they just hate altcoins because like they like Bitcoin better. But like I'm kind of like, I could be a Bitcoin maxi, but I would still invest in other stuff. I think you could be a Bitcoin maxi and still buy altcoins. You could believe that Bitcoin's the best and also make money on the side flipping altcoins. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, shout out to all the maxis out there. Pretty eye-opening, honestly. Especially when you talk to, they knew what they were talking about, right? Like it's very common to run into people in crypto that just kind of talk with not really know what they're talking about. Super smart dude, my cousin. So, but yeah. Super dope. But anyway, guys, that was a random rant about how I kind of agree with Bitcoin maxis, but will always buy altcoins. But anyway, all right, here we go. Let's go ahead and take a look at XRP because I know everybody wants to see XRP. Let's see. All right. Here we go. It is 100 degrees in the Frankie Candle studio tonight, guys. I'm not going to lie. All right, let's see. Taking a look at XRP, right? Again, not going to cover it I'm not going to cover it too in depth here, but we saw this bearish divergence on the daily, very bearish sign. That was the beginning of this breakdown. We were talking about this all the way when it was forming in the beginning of October. Thought this might be the start of the breakdown. It was also this daily bearish divergence was accompanied by this red dot on the weekly. You had confluence there. It was likely we were going to get this move down, and we did. Let's see. You guys are crazy. All right. I think, did I miss a super chat? Bubba's Crypto, shout out to you, man. Thank you for the super chat. I do appreciate that. Says, Frankie and the mods work very hard for their sauce. Give them a like in return, please. Shout out to the CandleMafia. CandleMafia for life. Bubba's Crypto, I appreciate that so much. Hey, Bubba's Crypto said smash the like button. Not me. If we hit 900 likes, guys, we're going to give away a ledger. Might add some hats to the giveaways. So smash that like button if you have not already. Late to the show. Made it just in time for the alts. Let's go, Dennis. Shout out to you, brother. Let's see. What hard wallet do you recommend, Frankie? After all the recent events with exchanges, I realize how important it is to have a hard wallet. Hannah, thank you for the super chat again. I like Ledger, Trezor. I don't have much experience with Arculus, but from what I see, they look pretty cool. Yeah, Thesis himself says altcoin maxi for life. Yeah, shout out to you, man. Listen, some of the coins that I've made the most money on were horrible projects. But I would never argue that they were good projects. Like, that's the thing is, I feel like if a Bitcoin maxi came out to me and was like, state your case, I can make more money with alts. That's the only case. And they're going to be like, but they're garbage projects. And I'll be like, uh-huh. Yeah, I mean, I can't argue it. A lot of projects are garbage when you compare them to Bitcoin, especially when you're talking about decentralization. But shout out to Hannah. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for all the super chats. Thesis himself, thank you too, man. Altcoin maxi for life. Wolves, what is going on? Says smash that like button. We got a check mark in the chat. Looks like someone's got 100K subs. I'm going to have to go ahead and check out that channel, Wolves. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for being here. All right, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at what's this called? XRP. 5-day. Looking at the 5-day, no bearish signals going to regular. We're going to regular candles here. 6-day, nothing. 3-day, looking to roll back to the upside as you start to print this green doji candle. Also, do want to point out here, guys, bullish hammer candle. This is a bullish hammer. This can indicate. Now, you don't want to trade based off of this, but you can. This can indicate a trend reversal, and on something like the 3-day, it could be pretty powerful. But you are forming a little bit of a doji here, which is. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of this is like an indecision candle. So, but that green dot is looking to print very soon here. Quicker. What is going on, man? Don't check me out, bro. Trust me. Oh, God. What kind of channel do you have? Let's see. You used to be able to go to people's channels from here, but I can't. I'm going to have to look you up, man. But yeah, Quicker says, don't forget to talk about buying from Ledger using your links. Also, why we shouldn't buy a Ledger from Amazon or eBay. Yeah, real quick, guys. If you're looking to get a hard wallet, make sure you get it from the actual company and not Amazon. You guys know I used to have an Amazon business, and people on Amazon, 50% of the people you buy from on Amazon are third-party sellers like you and me, random people that buy products and then ship them into Amazon on their behalf and then has Amazon sell those products. So if I wanted to, I could buy a bunch of ledgers, right? Open them all up, I guess get the seed phrase, and then heat shrink them again, put them in a box, ship them to Amazon, and Amazon would sell them not knowing the difference, and then you have a compromised ledger that you don't even know about. So make sure you get it from the Ledger website, and you could use the link on frankiecandles.com. We have links to a bunch of different stuff. I think we have a Ledger link. We might have a Trezor link as well, so go check that out for sure. But let's see. Frankie, can we please take a look at Football Elf Coin? All right. Let's go. But yeah, taking a look at this, Tyler, we're going to take a look at that for sure. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look here, guys. XRP, Blood Diamond confirmed on that 3-day, obviously. But these might be played out for the most part. Weekly Blood Diamond. Now, this could be the start of something big. That last weekly Blood Diamond we had played out miserably, as you can see. So this one doesn't mean it's going to play out like that, somewhat bearish here, right? Daily, green dot confirmed. VWAP looking like it could potentially roll back over. Money flow generally coming out. Doesn't look the best. 12-hour looking, moving down. Yeah, see, it's like, I mean, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm not even going to draw the line. I'm just going to do this because it's like simply because it's faster. But yeah, bear pennant. Is it going to print on here? No. Okay. But yeah, 16-hour coming down here, looking to print that red dot here pretty soon. 12-hour looking to print the red dot soon. 8-hour is currently printing a red dot. Not the best look here for XRP. I'm not saying it's going to dump, but that is indicative of a move to the downside. Your 6, starting to form that bearish pennant. So, this is, same thing, right, guys? Typically, you get a move down, bearish consolidation, before continuing to the downside. So just something to keep an eye on. Could be bearish here, right? This is not the best look here. However, that 6-hour did have a bullish divergence. That would have been a nice way to see that little long opportunity. And then you're probably going to short back down to the, you're probably going to come back down to the bottom of this before potentially bouncing back up. Who knows? We could get stuck here for a very long time. Could get pretty boring until you get to the tip and then boink, coming down, right? So with that being said, 5-hour. Red dot VWAP curving back to the upside. So you may actually get a little turbulence here. But again, just, in the longer term, definitely bearish formation here. Looking at the 4-hour red dot confirmed. VWAP starting to curve back to the upside. Looking at the 1-hour green dot confirmed. 2-hour green dot printing. Let's look at the lower time frames. Money flow crossover on the 10-minute, 12-minute coming up pretty clean, 15-minute coming up pretty close as well. So again, the bull case tonight is going to be the same thing as it was the other day, and it's that 4-hour green dot with the lower time frames having the money flow coming up into the green. Now, levels, if you want to know some targets to be looking at, if this bear pennant breaks out, I mean, we can just kind of, let's just go ahead and pull this little bit of a measured move here. Depending on where it actually breaks out from, this would potentially bring, XRP down to 14 cents, which would be that would be it's a 50% drop almost, or not even. Let's just measure it out here. That's more than that. 63% drop. That would be horrifying. But coming up to a higher time frame, pulling that volume, look at that, brings you right to 14 cents brings you to that macro value area low. So not impossible, guys. Not impossible. So just something to keep an eye on. Macro value. It's interesting, right? How it always brings you, these measured moves bring you right to, a point of interest, being that value area low. So I'm not calling for 14K, but I'm just saying the technical breakout of that bear pennant would be about 14 cents. But yeah, moving on. Let's see, more local. Let's try to find some more local levels. Looking at the 4-hour. Zoom in a little bit. There you go. I would keep an eye on this point of control, right? Because this is going to likely be the area that price gets sucked to. And then you have your value area low right here. Let me get rid of that. Yeah. So this level here at about 33 cents would be a nice level to look for some support, right? Not your first level of support, but, probably closer to this local golden pocket. Could get a bounce at about 35 cents. If you lose that level, next level I'm looking at is 33. If we lose that, coming back down to these lows down here at about 31 cents. And if we, for some reason, break to the upside, first level of resistance is going to be about 41 cents. All right, let's see. Cardano and VeChain for sure. Let's see. We see sub 20 cent XRP and Bubba be backing up the truck. Beep, beep, beep. Let's go. Shout out to the 827 people in here still in the 400s with the likes, guys. Let's run that up. Going for 800 likes on tonight's stream. If you guys want a ledger, maybe a hat, maybe some Frankie Candles merch, smash that like button. We're giving away free crypto as well. This week, we're going to be live for a long time on Friday, guys, doing these giveaways. All right, let's see. Okay. Moving on here. What do we say? XRP, Matic, Solana, and then we will take a look at ETH, guys. Taking a look at Matic, though. Well, here. Actually, I haven't looked at Matic for a while. Nice little local golden pocket here, holding at support. Not looking too bad. But let's move on here. 4-day. Red dot printing on the 4-day. Red dot printing, almost printing on the 5-day. 3-day confirmed. See what your daily's doing. Yeah, daily looking to print that green dot here pretty soon at a local golden pocket, right? So daily starting to roll up. Money flow somewhat starting to curve back to the upside here on Matic. 12-hour money flow looks, miserable. 12-hour money flow looks miserable. 16-hour money flow also looks miserable. Also printing a red dot on the 16-hour. That is much more bearish. 12-hour red dot printing as well. 8-hour red dot is confirmed. So yeah, these higher hourly time frames are looking like they want to cool off. Your 5-hour rolling back to the upside. No bullish divergence. 4-hour. Yeah. I would look. I mean, we might just range here, guys. Typically, when things look like this, we can range, a little bit here. It's not the most exciting thing to watch, but could just kind of continue sideways here until these higher hourly time frames wind up playing out to the downside. Maybe we get a little pop-up short-term before rolling back over to the downside. 2-hour green dot is printing. This is what I mean. Maybe a short-term pump to the upside before rolling back over to the downside. So, 1-hour green dot is confirmed. Yeah, I would look at that 4-hour green dot for a decent move up. That 2-hour is printing that green dot. Let's see. 12-minute. Money flow coming up. 15-minute money flow coming up. Yep. Yeah. Kind of hard to call it on Matic, I'll be honest with you. I'll give you some levels, though. I'll give you some levels, guys. When I'm confident, guys, you'll see one of these come up, right? You'll see if I thought this thing was going to the moon, or I thought they was confidently going to come up to this level, you'll see me pull these up, right? And we'll make a little call. We'll make a little call, right? But when things are just looking like they want to go sideways, when things are just looking indecisive, I'm going to tell you, right? I'm not going to tell you guys, oh my God, like try to get you guys excited over something that I'm not sure of, right? And either way, this is not financial advice, as you guys know. But yeah, kind of mixed signals here. I think probably short-term pump before rolling back over to the downside because the lower time frames look like they want to pop and the higher hourlies look like they want to cool off. So with that happening, let's take a look at some levels here, right? So if we get that move to the upside, next level we're watching is about 93 cents. Hopefully we can hold this local golden pocket. If we don't, we could potentially move our way back down here to about 84 cents, which, if we pull up this volume profile, let me just pull it up real quick. Let's see, visible range volume profile. Let's see, boom. Trying to figure out where I got this range from. Probably going to be hard to call here. Let's see. Is it more of a local range potentially? Yeah, there we go. Come on, baby. Give me those levels. Give me those levels, baby. Let's go. Bada boom. There it is. Okay, so this is the range we're looking at here, guys. So now we have the context of the volume. So we'd have to get above this POC for me to flip bullish. So as long as we remain under this point of control, which kind of, stays true with Bitcoin as well, as long as we're below the POC on Bitcoin, I am remaining bearish. But if we get a move to the upside, looking for a potential rejection off that POC. Now, this isn't this is kind of a messy volume profile, right? So if we break this POC or hold this POC and break out at about 97 cents, we could see a quick move up to about $1.05. So keep an eye out for that. But that's only if we break that POC. If we could potentially come up and get another rejection, if that happens, I would look to come back down to the value area low, in which case I would be looking for some potential longs if the bullish confirmations present themselves. Let's see. Shirts with golden pockets and shorts. Maybe, why not? Hey, that's not a bad idea, Quicker. I'm not going to lie. You got the good ideas. You got a big brain. Let's see. We will still need shorts with golden pockets. Yeah. With that happening, let's go. Could you do the same for Filecoin? Yeah, we'll take a look at Filecoin. We'll take a look at Solana. We'll take a look at Chili's. Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at Solana. And for anybody new who's coming in or someone who wasn't here in the beginning, guys, don't forget we're doing our BitGet trading competition. Just another trading competition for the CandleMafia to come in and mop the floors. Go ahead and click that link pinned to the chat and go ahead and join the Bit Squad. We're joining forces with the Bit Squad to come together and make an unstoppable team to take this W home. Let's go ahead and do that. So yeah, check that link pinned to the top of the chat. Let's take a look at, so actually guys, we're going to start off looking at ETH because we didn't take a look at ETH and we were supposed to start with it. ETH. It's not looking good, bruv. I'm not going to lie. This is, bear pennant, right? Same deal. Another bear pennant, right? If this breaks to the downside, I mean, if you want to pull the measured move here, technically, give or take estimation, brings you down into the, let me do that on log, actually. Sorry about that. All right, let's see. Boom. Yeah, just a rough estimate here, guys. This could potentially bring us down, to the triple digits again, guys. Triple-digit ETH could be on the way if it breaks out of this bear pennant. Next, major level of support that you'd want to look at, you would hope to hold this value area low at about 1112. Why do we have, let me pull up my other ETH chart here that has better levels. Yeah, this is what we're looking for, right? So these are the levels for ETH. Yeah. Here is where I'm looking for ETH, right? If we, continue to see, if we see this bear pennant break down, probably going to be likely to come revisit these lows at about, 1017, that same low we were just looking at, right? It is your value area low. For me to really feel good about Ethereum, I would like to see it hop back up on top of this POC and get a move, closer to that value area high. But until we get back up on top of that POC, it is not looking good, just based off of this bear pennant and the fact that we're stuck under that point of control. Now, moving on here, really surprised there's no blood diamond here on ETH with that tiny little trigger wave here with the red dot. Typically, that will print a blood diamond. Maybe we have it on regular candles. There it is. There it is, guys. We call these blood diamonds. We knew they were coming, and you also get that bear pennant printing on TradingView here. But, yeah, this blood diamond could break us out of this bear pennant. You could also, watch this 1117 or 1118 is your 786 level from I don't know where. But yeah, 1117 might be a level to watch, as well as your value area low at 1017. Those are the major levels I am watching to the downside. If you guys want to take a screenshot of some of these levels, I'll try to share this in the Discord later. Yeah. So, let's see. Frankie Baby, Chili's looking to move. Let's go ahead and, there's my thoughts on ETH, basically. Green dot on the daily, completely swallowed up by a red dot. That kind of has me worried about that Bitcoin green dot on the daily as well. Again, kind of why I'm leaning a little bit bearish. Looking at that VWAP, starting to just kind of roll over. We might get a VWAP flop here. Leaning a little bit bearish on Ethereum. Just by the way, it's looking with this bear pennant. But yeah, now you guys have the levels, and now we can move on to all of the other alts. We'll take a look at Solana real quick. Now, again, guys, you want to remember Solana okay, so here you go, right? Solana may be foreshadowing that move to the downside. This is a bear pennant, right? This is what the bear pennants look like, guys, and this is likely how they play. This is how they normally play out. Nice, come down, coil up, bearishly consolidate, and you drop out. Obviously, we got some moves. We got some news on Solana that kind of started this move to the downside. There you go. Bear pennant playing out perfectly there. But you want to understand that it might not respect TA as well as a lot of these other things just because it is involved in this whole mess with FTX. But some levels I would be watching. I mean, I guess we can come down to the lower time frames here as we're kind of developing a new trading channel. I'm just going to go ahead and start fresh here. Let's go ahead and pull. You know what? We'll tease it again, guys. We'll tease it again here. Like I said, we got a lot of really interesting stuff to talk about here soon. I hope I don't get in trouble for this, but hey, look at this. We're using the real volume profile, the volume profile that is better, right? So yeah. Seriously, yeah, this is really, this is kind of the range that you're messing around with. You got a value area low here, value area high right here. Let me just change these lines. Yeah, let me just make these a little easier to see. Boom, boom, boom. There you go, right? So this is basically our trading channel here. And I do want to point out, guys, this is a D-shaped volume profile, capital D. Shaped volume profile. Typically with these, what you would want to do, as you can see here, this is the sauce, guys. We're dropping the sauce. Get your dang bowl of macaroni and get your uncooked spaghetti and your red your sauce here, and get ready to take some notes on your dry lasagna. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore, but I'm gonna spit some sauce here, some volume profile sauce here for you guys. Today's energy brought to you by spicy South Korean sparkling cave juice. Also apologize, guys, if the energy's down a little bit. I didn't sleep last night. Like, literally didn't go to sleep. I laid in bed, I shut my eyes, and then I opened my eyes, and it was 3 in the morning, and I never fell asleep, and I kind of just laid there and, like, rested my eyes. I never went to sleep, so if my energy's down right now or I seem off, I'm just exhausted. I'm going to go to bed early tonight. But with these D-shaped volume profile, where did it go? With these D-shaped volume profiles, typically, guys, what you want to do here, and it's, it is very, let me kind of move this more to our close range here, right? So can actually move our value areas just a tad here. So value area low, value area high, D-shaped volume profile. Typically with these guys, you want to short the tops, right? Target the POC, and your POC is right here, right? POC right here, this pink line. You want to short the highs, target the POC, right? If you get support on that POC, probably going to bounce right back up to the value area high, and then you're going to want to look for shorts up here. Target the POC, move your stop loss to your entry point. As you come further into profit, move your stop loss into profit, and then your second target could be the bottom of this value area low, and then once you find support on your value area low, you want to long to the POC, and then eventually, hopefully, get back up to your value area high. So basically what I'm saying here is you want to short the highs, boom, short, move down. Long, move up. Short, move down to the value area low. Long, almost made it to the value area high, and then back to the value area low, and now we might move back up to the value area high. So with the D-shaped volume profiles, typically you want to long the highs and short the highs and long the lows. It's just typically how they use. It's pretty reliable, not 100%, but that is basically how you trade these. So with that in mind, guys, we are on top of this POC. We could potentially get a move up to that value area high. Now, it might be messy, but it is likely for us to come back up and visit that level. So, now, also, again, I can't unsee these guys. Beautiful bearish divergence at that value area high. This would have been a beautiful textbook short right to the value area low. This is beautiful, guys. If you grabbed this, right, you see your high, higher high, your lower high, and then, maybe you get in at the break of this value area or, depending on where you get in, set your stop loss above the last swing high, and then your first take profit would be that POC with your second take profit being the value area low, and you could have hit that for about 7% with just a little bit of knowledge about volume profiles and understanding the difference between different types of volume profiles. You know that when they look like this, like a capital D, you know you're likely to short the highs and long the lows and be okay. So just a little bit of knowledge there, guys, and you combine knowing how these volume profiles work with a little bit of bullish or bearish divergences with your key levels and your money flow, and just adding your confirmations there, you can make some seriously good trades without being some kind of crazy wizard that I think people always think that you need. People think you need to be like a genius to be a trader because 98% of traders fail. The reason 98% of traders fail is because they don't know how to manage risk. They They don't want to lose their trades, so they let them run too far into the red, hoping for them to turn back around, right? It's a hard thing to do, but you don't need to be a rocket scientist, guys. I'm not a crazy math whiz. I'm not a rocket scientist. I don't have some crazy PhD from MIT and like quantum computing. Like, you just need a basic understanding of finding the tools that you understand and the ones that work for you, and you can make these trades. Just don't overcomplicate it. You're using the volume profile, right? I'm spitting the sauce right now, guys. I'm giving it all away. Here it is, right? Like I mean, I'm really not giving away a secret. I talk about this all the time, but you're coming to look at Solana. You're on the 24-minute. You see that you're ranging here. Pull a little bit of volume. Where's the value area high? Where's the POC? Where's the value area low? What kind of volume profile is it? I have a video showing you guys how to trade different types of volume profiles, because there's certain volume profiles that you have to treat differently. There's bullish volume profiles. There's bearish volume profiles where you don't want to long the bottom, right? You want to only short the highs. But in this case, this is a pretty balanced. Actually, this would technically be bullish. But with the value area that we're looking at, this value area is technically a D-shaped. But in general, this would actually be a P-shaped volume profile, which is actually a bullish volume profile, because this does actually happen a lot when you get a big move up and then some consolidation. This happens a lot when bull flags pop up. Now, I don't know if I'd call this a bull flag, but it is kind of, you get the move up, you start to consolidate. This is where you see the P-shaped volume profiles. But you could also, when you're just ranging in here in the value area between the value area low and the value area high, you could kind of treat this like a P-shaped volume profile, but you just want to be careful, because if you go to short a high here, you just want to make sure that you're not shorting the top of a bull flag. So I have a whole video explaining this, but I just want to show you, you come to the 24-minute, you see that you're ranging, so you pull a little bit of volume. Find out where your key levels are. Find out where the volume gaps are. And if you just combine a little bit of this knowledge together, volume profile, get the range. Pull your volume profile, get the range that you're trading at, find where the POC is, and then wait for price to get to one of those key levels. Look for confirmations. Take the trade, right? Set your stop loss, use your good risk management, and take the trade, right? So there you go. Spitting the sauce. Frankie, baby, what Chili's doing? Looking to make a move. Yeah, Mr. D, we'll take a look at that right now. Shout out to G-Man. Old and still learning. Shout out to says, thank you, Frankie, for the sauce, my man. No problem, guys. Yeah, I just wanted to spit that, guys, because this doesn't have to be hard. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to you, Gems, bro, 100%. Shout out to Nate. But yeah, take that for what it's worth, guys, because these are, you just simplify it. KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. You guys remember from elementary school? Keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate it, right? Okay, so anyway, spent way too much time on that. So with Solana, on a local level, technically it would be more likely to come up to your value area high. But that's without doing any other TA. Your money flow actually looks pretty nice on the 24-minute, 15-minute crossing over into the green. You do have a red dot, but let's look at the 4-hour. 4-hour curving up. So I'd look for that green dot, as well as money flow coming up on the lower time frames, right? Very, very similar to a lot of these other things that we're looking at. So that's kind of what I'm watching, for a move up. And obviously, you are going to want to, if you do get that move up, looking at the volume, I would say, yeah, just look for a move to that value area high if we do get a move up. And the money flow would be pointing to the upward direction, especially with the 3-hour green dot. I think there is a decent shot you could at least make it up to that local value area high. So there you go. There's Solana. I don't want to spend too much time on this just because I spent a lot of time on it already talking about the volume profile. Let's see. The dog sound. He's trolling. He's in chat trolling. It's dumping, and then it's not. Signature diamond sauce. Let's go. Shout out to Nate. Quantum divergences. But dog sound quickly correcting himself. Just saying, just joking. Just trying to have a little bit of fun in chat. I feel you, bro. I feel you. How long have we been going for? I've been on a couple rants today. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we'll take a look at SCRT, made a move up. Love the content. Finally found a trustworthy crypto community. It's been struggling. It's been a struggle finding trustworthy content creators for crypto. You're the GOAT. Shout out to Ruben. We'll take a look at SCRT. Maybe because he boosted my ego a little bit. I don't know. But I will say that, like, one thing you'll never get on this channel is dishonesty, right? I have nothing to hide. I'm here for you guys, truthfully here for you first. And, there's no way for me to, like, truly make you believe that. Hopefully you guys can feel it through the content. I'm here for you guys. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. That's all I have to say. I got nothing to hide. I'm here. I'm never going to point you guys in a direction that I would not, I'm never going to just tell you Bitcoin's pumping to get views. If I think it's going to dump, I'm going to tell you, but I'm also going to show you how to make money off of it. But yeah, I got nothing to hide, guys. I'm a normal guy. I'm here to help. And yeah, hopefully you guys can feel that. I just can't wait to meet you guys. I just can't wait to meet you. Anyway, here we go. Let's, 6-hour blood diamond on the, DeFi market cap. Oh boy. When that volume indicator, what volume indicator are you guys talking about? It's almost like you're looking at this fixed range volume profile that is 10 times better than the one on TradingView. Go thermoception. I like this one. The cool thing about this volume profile, guys, is the fact that you can actually get multiple value areas. Here we are, guys. I'm just going to spit the sauce, but let's do it on a new coin. Let's do it on a new coin so we can still cover some stuff. We'll look at Chili's. Here we go. You the man, Frankie. Let's go. Sensei Frank. What's up, Crypto420? Frank is a nice guy. Hey, what's going on? Guys, I'm just a nice guy. You know what I'm saying? No, Frankie's just a huge troll. Yeah, I'm just like a complete scumbag. That'd be funny. But no, guys, I think what happened here is I finally got, I think I'm just thankful to be able to do what I do. So I value it. I value what I get to do for a living, like infinitely. I feel so lucky to be able to do what I'm doing. So that's just, I will cherish this forever. I'll never take it for granted. So, all right, here we go. Taking a look at Chili's. Here we go. So the cool thing about this volume profile, guys, and I'll just do it here, is you could get multiple value areas. You'll see this is like a heat map. So the red is obviously where more of the volume is. You could see your POC is the reddest area. But you could get, multiple value areas looking at these colors, right? So this value area, let me just make this a little bit smaller. Let's go to here, right? So I actually guess maybe we should go more so we could find multiple value areas. So here you go, right? So we do actually have a little bit of we have a value area like right here, right? Boom. Boom. You can see where it goes to green and it starts to turn yellow. And then you can see, right? This is like your value area high. Come back in. Your POC is right here. You bounce off the value area low. You come back in, find support on the value area low, come to the POC, back to the VAL. Then you come up here, hop on top of the POC, right up to the value area high. And then you see price makes a big move and it starts a new range. And it starts a new value area with that as well. And that value area would be something like this, right? And then you could see it's your next little range here. And then your POC here would be the highest volume node or the most red. And now you have two value areas. You have this, right? You have this value area, your value area high, value area low, POC. But then you also have another value area up here with your value area low, value area high, and your POC. So you could get multiple value areas here, and with this, you could see, right? I could already tell if we break above this value area high, there is not a lot of volume, so we're probably going to shoot right up into this value area. You came right to the POC and kind of leveled, you slipped here a little bit, but you just kind of leveled out and started trading within this value area. So multiple value areas, guys. This is insane. This indicator is pretty nuts. Maybe one day I'll let you guys know where to get it. I don't know. But anyway, So, yeah, anyway, but here we go. Taking a look at Chili's, going to the daily. Zoom out a little bit. 716 people still in here. I appreciate everybody for sticking around this deep into the stream, guys. Going for 800 likes. If anybody's sitting there and you just haven't hit that like button, just go ahead and tap it, sniff it, kick it, lick it, kiss it. I don't care. I don't judge. You can kiss whatever you want. Anyway, let's see. All right, so for Chili's, I don't even know. Let's zoom out here a little bit. Okay. Did get a little move here. Nice little trigger wave on your daily. VWAP starting to roll back to the downside. Money flow crossing back to the downside. This may have been a short-term pump to come up and make a lower high. Did we reject from that local golden pocket? Does look like we could have, and you can't make it up, guys. It's like I didn't look at this before. I did not know the local golden pocket was here, but I just knew it was likely that this was a retrace for a lower high. And there you go, right? Perfect rejection off that local golden pocket. But right here we go. I'm gonna pull some volume here. Pull up the secret indicator. Let's see. Pull a little volume, and I see that, price is kind of ranging here, right? So I want to see where the fair value is. Boom. We got a value area low right here, value area high, it's basically right there, and then your POC in pink in the middle. Right, so now we have a little bit of context, and what do we see here, guys? This is a D-shaped volume profile, and what do you do with these? We just went over it. You short the highs, bing, long the lows, bong, nice little bull div there. I don't know if you guys caught that. Right here, at your value area low, that's a golden trade opportunity as you pull a daily bull div at your value area low. Typically gives you a move to the upside, right up to that value area high. You get up here, you short it to the value area low, you come back down, find support, and then you're looking for longs. But now we're in the middle, right? Now we're in the middle, so at this point, I would be sitting on my hands. But as long as we stay above this POC, we could potentially work our way up to the value area high. But with that daily looking to cool off, we could potentially just break back down to the value area low. But moving on here, 16-hour looking to cool off. Your 6-hour red dot is just about to print here. Checking that 4-hour, kind of just binging and bonging. This does look like you could be forming a little bit of a bull pennant. Let's see what TradingView says. Let me just get rid of this for a second so I can get that extra indicator. Let's see what TradingView says for their auto bull pennant. Let's see. Is it catching it? No bull pennant being caught here. Maybe on a lower time frame, potentially. Not really. But this does look like, you did get a, somewhat of a move up here with a potential bullish consolidation. So, yeah, I would look at that value area high for a potential target, at about 26 at about 26 cents. We could work our way up there if we hold that POC as support. And if we break down, I would be looking at that value area low at about 17.6. Not seeing too much that is making me, scream that this thing is going to go ripping to the upside or absolutely dump to the downside. But I will say money flow is coming out on your lower time frames here. 30-minute getting close to crossing over into the red. Yeah, I would look for this to cool down a little bit. 4-hour red dot, kind of bing and bonging around, right? Red dot, green dot, red dot, green dot. Could kind of just continue to consolidate here for Chili's before actually getting a move to the upside. Let's see. Just did get the info in his spider line. Chef Crypto, shout out, brother. Let's see. The CandleMafia is for the people. Thank you for considering SCRT. Got you, SCRT. Missed super chat when you spider line, when drawn, log on or off, and when view, log or off. Okay, yeah. Great question. Sorry I missed that super chat. Yeah, sorry about that. I did miss it, but I did see that. Thank God. When you're drawing spider lines, I do have that video. Maybe we could share it. You guys might have. You already did it. You guys are ahead of me. You guys are too good. Shout out to the mods. You guys are insane. Yeah, Mr. D, no problem. I got you, brother. We're going to take a look at SCRT. But great question about the spider lines. And the answer is you want to draw them in log, right? You want to draw them in log. And then once you do that, you can actually turn them on and off and get different levels, right? So if I just pull up Bitcoin here, as you guys can see, yeah, obviously these are the spider lines, right? But you draw them on log, but if you you can toggle log on and off down here, and it will move the spider lines to different levels, but they still work, right? So you draw them on log, and then you could toggle log on and off to get different levels. So there you go. Pretty cool. Let's see. Thank you, Candle God Chef Crypto. I got you, brother. Let's see. Fastest mods in the West. That is dang right. And I'm pretty sure Tyler Durden actually has a Neuralink implanted into my head. So, yeah, still investigating that. I don't know how he did it. But there we go. Okay, so let's go ahead. Yeah, this looks like some bullish consolidation. Yeah, looks like a little bullpen in here looking to form here on Bitcoin with the 12-minute and 15-minute getting close to that. Yeah, oof. Keep an eye on the Discord, guys. If I find any good entries, I'll let you guys know because, this bear pennant has got me worried, but the lower time frames are looking a little poppy to the upside. So going to keep a close eye on that for you guys. But taking a look at Secret. There we go. Ah, man, I missed it. I went one too much. There we go. Nope, that's Chili's. Boom. There we go. Oh, boy, this thing had an absolute rip to the upside on the 5-hour. Taking a look at the daily. Let's see what we can do. Let's get rid of the volume for a minute. I'm going to show you guys, if you are one of these 665 people in chat right now, you guys are going to get a sneak peek at something pretty cool. Stick around. Stick around for a second. Stick around. Oh, yeah, daily, massive green candle. Daily looking to cool off here. 12-hour VWAP coming to the downside. You did get a nice little 12-hour slight bull div there. But 12-hour is looking to cool off. VWAP coming to the downside. 6-hour red dot is printing. 4-hour red dot confirmed, but it is looking like it might want to roll back up here. Too soon to tell. Beautiful bullish divergence here on the 4-hour. Could have caught that move to the upside. Let's see, your 1-hour, your 2-hour. 1-hour money flow deep in the green. 2-hour money flow crossover into the green. 3-hour looking to cross over here. This looks kind of poppy, I'm not going to lie. Lower time frames looking to cool off, though. 15-minute, yeah. Yikes. 24-minute creeping down. Let's see, your 30-minute is coming out as well. Yeah, I think you'll probably cool off. This thing went absolutely nuts. Nothing goes up forever. But I'm just going to pull something up for you guys. Listen, I might get fired. I don't know if I'm supposed to say this. Hopefully, maybe. I really hope that this is okay. Hopefully I'm not. Hopefully I don't get fired, guys. But hang on. Let me just pull this up real quick. Oh wait, hang on. We got to get rid of some of this stuff. Oh wow, look at this. What is this, guys? Let me just go in here real quick. All right, let's see. What if? Look at this. Right, I'm just gonna pop this on real quick. Let's take a look. Yeah. All right, let's see. This is an interesting indicator. Weird. Yeah, let me find let me just see here. I think this indicator might, I'm not sure. This indicator may be able to find divergences for you. External indicator. Maybe you could find market cipher B divergences. Let me see. Well, blue wave. Okay, let's see that. MACD. Relative strength index. I'm just going to check some of these. Stochastic. Let's see. Oh, what? Interesting. It looks like this thing is marking divergences. That's interesting. I can find a use for this. I can find a use for this, guys. Yeah, real interesting. You could see here, lower lows, higher lows. Bullish divergence, RSI bullish divergence. Is that indicating there's an RSI bullish divergence here so I don't have to look for it? And are these other options if I don't want to take the MACD into consideration, if I don't look at MACD divergences and I only look at RSI divergences? But if I check all these, will it let me know if there's a really strong divergence? Like this one is a MACD, RSI, momentum, and money flow index. Is that telling me this might be really strong bullish or bearish divergence? Is this one telling me that there's one on the RSI momentum? I don't know. Interesting. Might be convenient, though, to not have to look for these divergences and just have them marked on the chart or something like that. I don't know. That would be pretty cool. What is this? I don't know. Interesting. But yeah, it would have been nice. Called that divergence before. I mean, hey, if I saw this, 3 confirmations on a bullish divergence with the line drawn, I look at market cipher B. I'm like, yeah, that is a bullish divergence. Pulled the trigger. What would have happened? What would have happened there, guys? 174%. That might be helpful at some point. That might be helpful. Anyway. Oh God. Don't tell anybody about that, guys. Don't tell anybody about that. Anyway, obviously we have a clear divergence here. If you don't have a super fancy indicator that no one else in the world has that can call that divergence, that's what that indicator was calling right here, which was a massive bullish divergence that gave you this nice pop to the upside. Very interesting. I don't know what that was, but how can the boss get fired? Shout out to Alex O Crypto. I can't wait for the new VidLab. Take my money, Chef Crypto. Let's go. Yeah. Throw that bad boy on Bitcoin. Let's go. But yeah, Where's the Bit Squad moon phases? Shout out to Hodgepodge. We know you love the moon phases. Hey, you never know. Let's see. Bada boom. Wow. How are we doing on time here, guys? I lose track. Oh, God. Tyler must be saying time for spins. Sorry. I have not been looking at the I have not been looking at the time. So guys, I totally lost track of time. And I got caught up showing you guys that really cool indicator. Many cool indicators at this point. But hang on. Let's should we pull it up on this? Should we see what it says on Bitcoin? Let's see. Interesting. Let's make a little adjustment here. Let's take that. Let's go bing, bong, bing, bong, bing, bong, bing, bong, bing, bong. I've never used this indicator before, guys, I swear. Let's see. Oh, interesting. Interesting, guys. Very interesting. Ooh. You gonna do me like this? You gonna do me like this while I'm doing the laundry? You guys know what I'm talking about? I don't know. I make these references. I don't think anyone gets them. But anyway, I probably butchered that one too. But hey, guys, is this saying that there's an RSI momentum OBV money flow index bullish divergence on the Bitcoin weekly chart? Interesting. Not confirmed by any chance. Not confirmed, but very, very interesting. I don't know. And I mean, now you take a peek into these settings, guys. There's it's quite, these are the settings, but you look at these inputs, guys. There's a lot of stuff to be played with here. Just very, very interesting. Anyway, just don't tell anybody about that, guys. Don't tell anyone. Anyway, but guys, try it on the 1 minute. Let's see. The mods hate me right now. I apologize, guys. But yeah, I mean, I just really want to take a look at this. Interesting. I don't know. There you go. Bull pennant breakout. Bull pennant breakout for Bitcoin. Look at that. Bing bong. Sorry, guys. I am dragging this on longer than it needs to go. But it's exciting. What would the technical target for this be? Woo, 16.9. Keep an eye on it, guys. But with all that being said, guys, I think that's all the time I got for tonight's show. Just wanted to tease a couple things here. Just wanted to, give a little bit of a tease here. What do you mean, Rob? That's not even what I don't know. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Anyway, with all that being said, guys, that's all the time I got for tonight. I just did want to tease some of that. Thank you for everybody still tuned in here. Let's go ahead and pull up that wheel of pain and pleasure. Here we go. Bing bong. Boom. Let's see what kind of crazy ads we get today. Okay, let's see. Love you back, Chef Crypto. I love you back, bro. I saw the name Chemistry, bro. You ever think maybe we use those names to misdirect people? You never know. Or maybe did I just say that to confuse you even further? I don't know. I'm just saying, what would Frankie Candles be without his own indicators? I don't know. I'm not saying I'm associated in any way with any of these indicators. I'm not saying I'm associated, but I'm not saying I'm not. I'm just kidding. I'm not. But I am. But probably not. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? I don't know. Anyway, let's go. Let's go ahead. Shout out to East Jordan. Let's go ahead. And I'm just teasing, guys. I'm just teasing. Let's see. You ain't fooling anybody. I don't know. I mean, maybe we're just testing something. Third stream. Nice to meet you. Shout out to Chad. Let's go. Shout out to you, man. Nice to meet you. Screen, baby. Here we go. I don't think we got it to 800 likes. We got 627, though. We'll give a quick 6 spins. Let's see. Can't wait to win the indicator one of these Fridays. Hey, not a bad idea for giveaways if we were to give away indicators. We've done it in the past. But I don't know where to get that indicator, so I don't know how we would give it away. Frankie, how does someone in the alt access... in the ATL... in the alt, added somebody in the ATL access BitGet. You should be able to access it. I don't know. Shout out to Terry. I appreciate you for being here, man. Crypto Chad says, stop playing coy with us. Hey. I don't know, guys. I'm sus sometimes. I'm sus. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. Welcome to the Mafia, Chad. Look at that. The Candle Mafia welcoming Chad to the Mafia. You're in the family now, bro. You can't get out. But yeah, thank you, Frankie, for showing my little brother how to do TA. I now use him to make me money and plan on using his friends to do the same. Shout out to Pump. You're a genius, bro. I'm out here trading myself. I might as well just hire kids to do it for me. Shout out to you, bro. I'm glad you figured out a nice little model there. That's a good idea. Yeah, there you go. Chef. Shout out to Chef. Let's see. Hey, Jason Casper in the chat. What's good? Dude, thank you for the super chat, bro. I appreciate you. Shout out to Frankie Candles. Guys, if you're not subscribed to Jason Casper's YouTube channel, I don't know what you're doing, but I know for a fact you're missing out. Shout out to Jason Casper. Dude, thank you so much for that super chat, bro. I appreciate you. We're going to have Jason on soon, on the show again here sometime soon. I know you guys absolutely love when he comes on. Yeah, shout out to you, bro. I appreciate you for stopping in. Thank you for the super chat, man. I appreciate you. We were just showing some secret indicators that I have absolutely no affiliation with. I don't know if you were watching. No affiliation. But they're cool indicators that I don't know where they came from. They just popped up on my trading view. Casper in the house. Let's go. Yeah, guys. Yeah, please. I'm sure probably a lot of you guys are subscribed to his channel. But if you're not, go check out Jason's channel. Rewatch one of his live streams. Watch one of his pre-records. And you'll see why you want to be sub to his channel. All right. Let's go ahead and see 6. We'll give you guys one for good luck. Let's do it. Let's see. Yo, Jake. Hey, Jason, if you're still here, bro. Hey, I was in a schlong today. Just saying. Shout out to you, bro. Yeah, we'll give you guys one more free one. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give him one more. 6 giveaways, guys. 6 giveaways for today. Not too bad for a Tuesday, a Wednesday. What is today? I think it's Wednesday. Yeah, it's a Wednesday. It's going to be a long week, guys. Yeah, Casper, another trading god. Absolutely, guys. Completely savage. Casper and Frankie are complementary pair. I would go ahead and agree with you there. Shout out to the schlong. Shout out Jason Casper. Yeah, man. I'll never, ever be able to long and short at the same time without thinking about you, bro. Every time I'm a long and a short, I think about you. Let's see. Dump it. Let's go. But yeah, guys, yeah, today we are all over the place. Like I said today, guys, today I can't talk. I literally did not sleep last night. So, yeah, I apologize if the energy was off or if I misspoke. Who knew? Who knows? I could have been looking at Bitcoin and saying it was a Cardano. I have no idea. No, I'm just kidding, guys. But yeah, shout out to Jason Casper, bro. Thanks again for coming in. I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, guys. Keep an eye out. We got big things coming. I don't know how much I can say. I'm kind of just like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But don't forget to join the BitGet trading competition, guys. Click the link in the pinned chat above. Click that link and join the Bit Squad. We're gonna come through. We're gonna take this dub. Registration ends on the 20th, so definitely get in before then. Shout out to you guys. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Thank you for tuning in. That's all I got for today's stream. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Same place, same time. I think I just fell asleep for a second. Same place, same time. Tomorrow at 5:40. I'm Frankie Candles. Look at me. 5:45 p.m. or whatever I usually say. That's all the time I got, guys. I love each and every single one of you. See you tomorrow. Hasta pasta. Bing bong.
Tyler Ramos.